Watkins Glen International up here in upstate New York. It's going to be a great night. We're going to open the playoffs, our second road course of the season for the Busch Series, and also our second full custom setups race here in the WRL. It's a great night to go racing. Joining me in the booth, as always, is my co-host, Alex Van Hevey. Alex, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing awesome. How are you doing, man?
Great. Coming off the fantastic weekend getaway I had up to beautiful Michigan this weekend. Thank you again for having me up, along with Steve Rogers, the sponsor of our Cup Series of Rogers Racing Engines, and meeting Emily and Jacob Van Hevey. It was a great weekend for me, and I'm happy to be back, man. It kind of sucks that we're in the booth not together again.
I know it. I know it.
But
all I can say is we enjoyed having you and everyone that you got to see, Steve, Emily, and I, and Jacob. We're all excited to see you. And all the stories and memories we had, we can't wait to make more.
Absolutely, buddy. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to call a race. We got 7 races left till we crown a champion of the Busch Series. A lot of storylines coming into this race. A lot of storylines. A lot of different takes on this. So we're first going to talk to Jacob Van Hevey. How are you doing, Jacob?
I'm doing pretty good.
So what are your thoughts and comments about the race here tonight at the Glen? And I'm going to cut off for 1 second, so Alex, when he's done, go ahead and ask him another question.
Okay.
Patience and just run your race, stay out of people's way. For the playoff drivers, good luck to everybody. Let's have a fun and clean race.
Now I have a second question for you, Jacob.
Okay.
The bus stop. How do you approach the bus stop with your setup that you have?
Come in high and enter low. Hit the first bus stop on the right hand side and come back, hit the left side. Skip the next one and hit the right hand side.
Now, would you agree with me that the bus stop is going to be a tricky corner to pass any given car?
Oh yeah, because people have different access points and different ways to enter in the bus stop, especially coming off the turn. It's gonna be hard.
Thank you.
So on that note, we're waiting for Jade. I mean, Bob's kind of like this.
I was just getting ready to ask you a question.
Alex kind of stalled for a minute there, and I'm like waiting for it, No, Alex. I mean, tonight, the Busch drivers, the first playoff race, we're at the Glen, the road course. It's looking, we know who the favorites can be going into this, who aren't. Anything can happen coming here, especially with customs. It's going to be a great race to see. It's going to really solidify a lot of things because a lot of things change now. No more hot seats, of course. We all know that now because now we're in the playoffs. Those all change. Going on the team aspect of it, some teams are going to take a hit because they're going to lose some drivers because they don't have enough to fill. They haven't had enough to fill their teams. The drivers that do have their consistency of having all their drivers there every week is going to make some killer ground. This race could actually really make some of the other drivers that, with the hot seats that we've been having all through the season, it's now, those are gone and those points are now up for grabs, and which could make, some of the other people that are sitting further back in the field, even more anxious for the fact being is that those points are now up for grabs that weren't available before. And we'll see how this all, transfers out as we go. I mean, you have, of course, you have all the, DC4 and their team. They're solidified. They got a great start on the points going into the playoffs, but those could all dissipate very quickly. It takes us some great finishes. I mean, it's all going to come down to that in the end. Other than that, it's going to take patience. It's going to take, a little bit of consistency here at the Glen. It is a fast track, being the way it's designed. You know, the bus stops, which we talked about. You know, the entrance, exit, the carousel course. That's also another, a sensitive spot for. You know, is it wide going on the carousel? Are you going to try to stay low and try to not make that wide sweep, because we've seen that. You know, agree to me, Alex. We've been watching that all week. You know, you've been there with practice. They're sweeping wide and taking that extra. You know, trying to keep that momentum up on these Xfinity cars, and they've been driving them really hard, taking that sweep coming out of the carousel and a couple other spots. Right. How do you think that's all going to work out for everybody? You know, on what you've seen so far, being in part of the practices with these guys.
It's going to be, for me, difficult to pass, because you also have to make a note of that while you're racing them, because they're going to sweep out wide. If you're down low or on the outside of them, you have to give them room to cut back into the track, because if you don't, you're both in for a ride, because both of you are going to hit the wall.
Yeah, so, you're both going to come out off that.
You both have to. Oh, sorry. You both have to, pay attention and make sure that you're giving the guy outside of you as much space as possible as for you as well. Because as soon as you hit the apex or coming off the corners, anything can happen. You just both have to be patient with each other.
Now, we've seen that, me and you have both seen that, going into turn one. The people sweeping really wide, taking that apron and using that to, which it's no rules against that. I mean, and it can be, it keeps the RPMs up on these cars and gets a great runoff coming off. The whole thing is that when you come off that corner, or even out of the carousel too, going into that turn there, sweeping wide to the left. I mean, who has the right of way though? That is what I'm looking at. Who actually really has the right of way? Because you're going to come off pretty much meeting almost, whether you stay on the track or you take that sweeping wide left to the off to the apron. You know what I mean? Go, extend off that. Who's going to have that right of way, and who's going to be willing to give and take a little bit when you need to? Because you're going to pretty much come off that. If the cars are both set up really good, you're going to come off meeting almost identical when you hit the come off point going into the S's, going into those turns. That's going to be definitely a very distinctive who's going to want to give, who's not going to want to give. I believe that there's going to be some give coming part at the beginning of this, but at the end of this, there may not be want to give, because all the points are at stake here.
Yep. Now I have a question for you and Trump.
Shoot.
Going into tonight's race, are you looking ahead, thinking that Watkins Glen isn't your strong suit? Are you thinking ahead into Talladega and Pocono? Or are you going to try and get as many points as you can tonight and worry about Talladega and Pocono after tonight?
You want to answer first, Trump? Or you want me to, buddy?
You can answer first.
In my position, being in the lower part of the points, I'm after everything I can get.
Okay.
I'm in the lower part. I would come into the playoffs into the 12th spot, knowing that I'm behind, knowing that it's gonna take pretty much all three races for me to get where I need to be able to make that cutoff. So I'm out at this point to get everything I can get within means. That give and take is always there. But I am out for every point and every aspect I can get my hands on, because I'm going to need it because of the class of fields in the playoffs, and all the drivers here. Any one of these guys can snap. I mean, all it would take to really change up some things is someone that's not in the playoffs and snap off a win. Then it changes the aspect of everything after that. It takes something away from if that person wins. Granted, they're not in the playoffs, they still get those points, but it takes away from all, nothing bad. I mean, they're entitled to it. It just still subjects us to work harder for those points. So at this point, being where I'm at, I'm after everything I can get, because I am the latter half of the playoff spots. I'm out for everything I can get, and that's not just this race. That is going for all three races. All right, Trump, your turn, buddy.
Yep.
Okay, say the question again.
Okay, going into tonight's race, are you thinking that Watkins Glen isn't your strong suit, so you're going to get as many points as you can tonight and worry about Pocono and Talladega going into the next couple races? Or are you worried or focusing about tonight, trying to advance tonight?
I'm gonna try to get as much points as I can as tonight. If I can't get them, I'm just gonna cruise and get them in the long run at Talladega.
So from hearing that, you're gonna do pretty much what Mike is and get as many points as you can tonight, and you think Talladega and Pocono is your strong suit to ad advance yourself into the next round.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, tonight is a great shot to make up points. Talladega, we all know, is a crapshoot. Anything can happen. It doesn't take much to get mixed up in a super speedway, kind of like Talladega that we're going to go to next week. You know, I tend to look at, all right, Talladega. If I get it, I get it. If I can't, I understand. You know, it is what it is. But I don't want to be in a hole going into the final race, going into the final race of the 3 race. You know, for the to go to the Elite Eight, I guess you could say. You know, I don't want to be in that spot where I got to worry about being 30 points down and struggling and knowing that the only way to get to that next round is to win. And that's a tough thing to do, especially at Talladega and Pocono. It's not always that easy.
Right.
With that being said, I do want to make one last thing, because I was talking with the driver. They did have a question about a roll. And I'm just going to say it now on stream so everybody knows what it is. Going in, it is about the bus stop. Obviously, we know we do not allow quarter cutting. So, but with that being said, I'm not going, if you cut too far to the left, you're going to get a penalty. And that's where the big penalty will come from. But on corner exit, you can really use up that curb, if not some of the grass. You know, if you're trying to make a pass and they're not giving you the room, you know, you can use up that grass, but you got to watch hitting the rumble strips, because it will send you for a loop, send you for a ride if you don't hit it the correct way.
Yep.
Agreed. Yes. No.
So
We experienced that in practices where those rumble strips. That if you just don't have that car just square just enough, and that doesn't matter just whether it be in that spot you're talking about, but any part going wide, especially in turn one where people like to sweep wide left and use that apron and keep that momentum up, or go on and come out of the carousel where you hit that, you know, coming out and you go wide there. If you do not have that car straight, and if you get into that throttle too far, that car is going to snap, and there's nothing you can do, downshift, brake, not a thing you can do about it, and that car is going to go around. So very much so, I agree with that on that point.
So the WRL officials are going to take this stance on the bus stop of, if you have to go in the grass to avoid somebody, do it. But do not do it every lap. If you get caught doing it every lap, you will receive a black flag at the end of the race.
Okay.
So
I'll make sure, thank you for clarifying that, Jade. I'll make sure that when I get into Discord, I'll make sure if you jump in with me too, when we can jump in there, just let these guys know, you know, the drivers know that is the ruling, so that everybody we're all on the same page. That would be great too. Because it's not just coming from me, it's coming from you as well. And that way there we stand together. United, we stand, buddy.
Yep, definitely. But with that being said, it is 24 after, so if you guys go ahead and hop in the Discord chat, Alex and I will sit here, finish up pre-race, make sure we get invites.
Yep. I got you guys.
So,
right on. We
best
will,
of luck.
Thank you very much, guys, very much for all your work and all your broadcasting efforts. I appreciate you. All the Xfinity drivers appreciate you, and let's get this playoff run started.
Definitely.
Yeah. Good luck to you guys.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Have fun in the booth tonight, guys.
We'll do.
Oh, you know we will.
With them leaving, you know, let's take a second to look at this playoff grid. Leading the way, Peyton Larson at 2021, Casey 2015, Scorpius for Life 2013, Goose 2010, Taylor Gone Slide 2006, Anthony Trippy 2005, and Nat 20 2001, Marty Party, Jacob Van Hevey, Game Nerd, Mike Senior, Emily Van Hevey, all at 2,000 apiece.
Wow.
It's not a big spread.
The points are tight.
Points are very tight. You know, a few guys at the top, they have a bad night. That's going to bring up the point people at the back.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm very interested to see how tonight's going to go for these drivers, for this race. I'm excited to call it as always, Alec. You know that. It's been a fun season.
I'm always excited too. Yes,
it's been a fun season up to this point. It has. Well, maybe the WRL can sign you on for another season next season.
And I'd be down for that.
All right, well, sounds good. We'll go into contract negotiations later off air. But hey, we'll finish this out tonight and go from there. We're going to hop in Discord to see if we're going to have an in-race reporter tonight. If not, then that'll be fine as well.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
And for tonight, as you guys know, it's at the Glen. Take a quick peek at this track really quick and see how many turns we have tonight. We have a total of 13 turns, and with it being 50% race, 3 times wear, you're looking at 41 total laps. And that is a lot of driving for these cars and drivers. Is there anybody that thinks the 39 of Jardy can get it done? Steve Rogers is on board with the Jardy and driver in the 39. Anybody going to the 54 machine of Peyton Larson? What about any takers in the 99 of Mike Senior? And the Richmar Flores Toyota? What about the 90 of Emily Van Hevey, driver of the Maximum Camaro? Or the 98 of Taylor Gone Sliding? Or the 89 of Marty Party in the Blue Emu Camaro? Or the 11 of Sam in the Leaf Filter Camaro? What about driver in the 78 of Goose? What about the 5 in the JF Electric Toyota? Vince. Or not Vince, Casey. My bad. What about the driver in the 47 Trump 2020 Pro Trump Train?
There's a lot of stuff going into the race tonight. There's a lot of things, and listening to the drivers, it's very quiet in the Discord call right now. Tell they are focused.
Quiet?
It's quiet.
That is different.
It's very quiet. You can tell that they are pumped, they are amped, and it's nothing but straight concentration from this group right now. First turn's definitely going to be an issue on restarts and starts of the race. 41 laps here tonight.
I would. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I totally stopped there for a second. They
You're
started
fine.
saying something. I stopped what I was saying. With that being said, though, like the first turn's definitely going to be an issue. The bus stop will definitely be an issue. I'm very interested to see what cars are really going to rise to the cream, or going to become the cream of the crop. So, I'm excited, man.
I'm excited.
So,
Especially just so you know, the leaderboard is up, and I'm looking at it right now, and we have 4 drivers in the top 5 on this leaderboard today in our league.
Yeah.
Yes, we have 4 in the top. Like it goes 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, who is it?
The first one is Casey with a 1077. Second is Goose of a 108069. The third is myself with a 1088, which I am not racing tonight. And then Larson with a 1089.
Wow.
They're all in the top 5 on the leaderboard for tonight's race.
I'm excited to see how they're going to do.
I am too. I'm really excited to see how it's going to play out. Let's just hope that our camera crews for the WRL can
find all the
keep
action.
up with the action.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a real quiet race till the third stage, and then everything's going to hit the fan.
Like always, the Xfinity Series never disappoints.
Never disappoints. How do you feel about the WRL maybe reinstating the truck series on Monday nights, just till the end of the playoffs?
I think that'd be a great idea.
I think that's really gonna.
Personally,
I think that's gonna keep us from adding people to the Cup and Busch series during playoffs, because I don't think that's right, and that's gonna keep everybody kind of loose. Alright guys, just make sure you guys let me know when you guys are starting. Okay. Just want to... I think that'll start up next week, and we're just gonna, for the most part, we're just gonna run the same races that the Busch and Cup go to. I think with the exception of, there's gonna be a few differences because the trucks just aren't fun at those tracks.
right.
So we're gonna do, obviously, I think we're gonna do Talladega next week. We're definitely gonna do we'll change up Pocono. We'll probably put like Gateway in. Have a little fun with it.
Starting next week, correct?
It might start next week. I'm not sure yet. We haven't really had any drivers express interest in joining right now. Some drivers I've talked to, they really want to join when the new game comes out. So.
Now, with the new game coming out, is it all, like, from what you've heard, is it all Cup Series, or is it a mixture?
It is all Cup Series from what I've heard. Now, there are different... Now, a lot of the tracks are on for the Cup Series, so we can run, like, Mid-Ohio and Canadian Tire from what I heard.
Okay. Now, how are we going to separate the field?
We're still going to have a Busch Series, but it's going to be... There's a lot of things that I need to confirm before things are announced to the league.
Okay.
But after the game comes out here at the end of the month, I'll probably take a weekend, play around with it, see what I can do.
Shoot, I'll even join you while you're doing that.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good.
That way we can both make adjustments.
The first race that will be ran, hopefully on the new game, will be our Hall of Fame race here at the end of the season.
That'll be exciting to broadcast.
So I'll be excited. From a little bit of gameplay I saw, I like the damage model. It looks more realistic.
I would have to agree with that. A lot of it's realistic, gameplay-wise.
Yeah, we can definitely sit down that weekend, look over it, see what Steve wants to do, and how he wants to go about things. I do want to, if we can do the custom setups at road courses, I think I still want to do that.
Okay.
I think that brings a new dynamic to the road courses, and I think it evens the playing field. I think of pull your resources, make your setup as best as you can make it, and
honestly think it makes, if you have a custom setup car for road courses, it makes you a better driver. In all honesty.
I agree.
It teaches you how to control the car better than a slider would. Because, you know, on a slider you can't get on the gas as fast. But with this custom setup, once you hit the brake, you coast, you're back in the throttle and the tires don't spin. So I almost think it's perfect how you came up with that idea.
I agree with that, definitely. We can go ahead and join qualifying here. I'm hopping in myself to watch.
Joining now.
We're hopping in here to see what's going to go on, see how these drivers do. They're already going into the bus stop here. Looks like Jacob Van Hevey is leading the way around here.
Really?
Yep. We're at where Larson is trying to eat him up, getting all he can get down the shot chute here. Is going to be right beside him going into turn, what is it, 12? Turn 12? right beside him on the
Wow.
end. Look at
How
that.
clean was that?
That was good. He needs to clear him down this stretch, or at least get behind him, get a much draft as he can possibly get. You know, if Trump overshoots, this is going to be good for Peyton Larson. Trump looks, that was pretty good on Trump's end, but
Perfect. Wow.
Peyton Larson going to get that run. And there you go, clears him. All right. Oh, Larson's going to get a little loose into the wall. There goes Larson. Trump train. Leading them here.
You have to be careful because in turn 3 it's that hill. And it goes from hill to flat. And when you do that, it's going to create a whole bunch of problems if you're on that accelerator.
Oh, Scorpius taking the quick route around. Taking the short way around through the bus stop. Sitting in. Oh, Scorpius. Gabe Nerd's gonna. Scorpius is around in turn 12.
Scorpius is around turn 12.
That's gonna end that run. There's Casey trying to get his great run. Hopefully maybe start pretty close to the front here at Watkins Glen. It is a beautiful 5-car for Hurlbutt Motorsports. Nice run out of the final turn for Casey.
And Emily I'm back here with Emily. She's completing the last lap. And I told her a couple things on what to do and what not to do for today's race. And she's already made a couple mistakes on what I told her not to do. So hopefully she can overcome those mistakes and get up there in the top 10.
Anthony Trippy coming across the line, going into turn 1 now for his final lap. There's Emily. There's Sam Haskew. Nat 20 going back to check, see if his custom setup saved. I don't know if it's saved or not for him. If not, that's going to be a big implications already for D4C and his playoff hopes. We're listening to the chat. We're listening to the comms right now. It was the 22, Scorpius. Him and Game Nerd were making sure that there was no contact between the two of them. And he goes, "No, I just downshifted the first like a beep." Acceptness, a 108.4 on the pole.
Acceptness, nice.
Look at that. US Trek, a 108.5. Casey, a 109.3. Game Nerd at a 108.9. Larson had a slow lap, hit the wall. Trump had a slow lap. Marty Party in 6th. Scorpius back to 11th.
Wow.
No Jardy?
Jardy isn't racing.
Oh. I guess he can't win then, can he?
So we did have issues with a Nat 20. His setup didn't save. So he will start at the end of the pack. So end of the team. So he will start from the rear. Oh, Game Nerd, he's showing he can run with these big boys. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see him. He did really well at the Indy Roval, and we'll see if we can get him hopped up in here and ready to go. All right, they're getting ready to go. They got about 20 seconds before the lobby launches. Last minute predictions. Alex, who do you think?
I'm gonna go with the guy. Can I choose? Can I pick two?
Yes.
Okay. My first pick is going to be Taylor Gunsliding because he
Hold on one
asked a
second.
couple questions. Okay.
We can go ahead and join. I just don't want it in the middle of your interview to you to be, or your answer to be not on there. All right, we're loading, connecting. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, my driver to pick tonight. My two drivers. First one's Taylor Gunsliding because I practiced with him about 7 to 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
He asked a couple questions. I gave him some pointers on what to do and what not to do. So I think he's going to do fairly well. Third stage wise. First two stages I think he's going to be a little bit rough because he's still got to figure out his setup.
Mm-hmm.
But third stage I think he'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
Second driver is Casey.
Mm-hmm.
And between him and Goose.
Here we go. We're getting ready to go green.
They're really good at this track.
I agree with that.
Oh, okay, here we go.
All right, they're gonna start braking.
Oh, except Anthony got into Goose there.
He's gonna lose one spot. Gonna be clear on the second. There they go. Going through the hills.
CBS as we go.
There you go. How is this gonna go? 13 on the inside of the 78.
Yeah, 13. Oh my goodness.
He's gonna be here.
Who is it gonna be? 3 wide?
Five's there. 13's not gonna back out of it. They're gonna touch.
Oh,
They're gonna touch
touching,
again.
They're still touching. Except it's cut through the grass there.
Yeah, had to really cut through the grass there. Got contact with the 78. Sent him through the grass. Now that's one for the 13. There's a few more in the back. We didn't see. Oh, contact. 13 and the 78. Big contact. 13 and the 78. Big contact coming to complete the first lap.
Yeah, it looked like the 13 was coming back up the track and the 78 just had nowhere to go.
Yeah, I think
somebody's around back there. Turn 12 it looked like, on the exit of turn 12.
I'm trying to get back there to look. It's for the 47 of Trump Train. Heavy contact. We see the 39 of William Moore pass him. Big damage on the 47. He's really going to have to struggle to try to figure this out. Coming to this stage. There's 99 of Mike Sr. Really struggling, it looks like, with his car. Looking a little loose there. The 90 of Emily Van...
also struggling as well.
The 90 of Emily Van Hevey right behind him. But the 39 comes roaring up to the back of her bumper. Oh! I don't know if that was contact. The 39... Oh. I don't know what went on there, but it was a lot of contact.
Yeah.
And then 90 to 30. Is caution out? Nope, caution's not out.
No caution.
A lot of contact with the 90 and the 39. I don't know if he didn't think that she was going to break that much. And Nat 20 really trying to make the moves, get towards the front of this field, passing the 11 of Sam Haskew. Getting ready to start working on the 89 of Marty Party. Meanwhile, leading the way, here comes Goose. And there's Casey looking on his right side.
There's already good battling going on this first stage.
Mm-hmm. Looks like the 5 is faster than the 13 down the straightaways.
Is that the 66 of Game Nerd? Behind them?
Game Nerd's right behind them with the 98, taking it dirt track in here at the Glen.
Wide.
Goose leading the way here. Everybody's gonna go wide. Try to get as much as they can get. The 5's coming The 90 or the 66 is right behind him. Gamer really trying to get some points this stage to put him in line. 5's gonna get touched. The 5 and the 13 are gonna touch. The 5's gonna clear him. Here comes the 66 to the inside of the 13. Now, mind you, Game Nerd. Now, mind you, Game Nerd does not have a custom setup in.
Is that because he did not save his custom setup?
I don't know, but he doesn't have one, and he's sitting 3rd. Are you kidding me?
Against the custom setup cars?
Yes.
That's unheard of. I don't even think I could pull that off.
No, he's doing a fantastic job sitting right where he needs to be. 13's going to dive it in. Gonna give him a little touch.
Little push going
little
through the carousel
push
here.
Yep. 13 really trying to get as much as he can get. You know, if he keeps it up, that might be a penalty here at the end of the race. For being way too aggressive. 66 gonna push him wide. Look at him go. Game Nerd is saying, you're not gonna push me around, buddy.
I mean, he's gonna end up taking that 3rd spot away from Acceptance.
Uh-huh. At 66, if he can stay after and finish 3rd, that's going to be a monumental task. But
it's gonna be those are gonna be huge motivation points.
Mm-hmm. Saying, hey man, I belong with the best of the best. That 13 is not going to get off his bumper as Goose and Casey continue to pull away 1-2 here at the Glen. There's the 66 and the 13. Getting ready to do a battle going into the bus stop. The 13 going to send it inside. Yes, he is. He's going to say,
Oh,
they're going to beat and bang, man. Beat and bang. Both stay on the track. That was a great job by both of them. 39 of William Moore. Got some damage on the front end. Marty Party. Not doing bad for himself. Sitting pretty good, I think. Getting ready to pull up on Samuel Haskew. There's Taylor going sliding with Scorpius right in front of him. Peyton Larson right in front of them. Sam Haskew just kind of chilling, riding around, getting points he can. Jacob Van Hevey. Peyton Larson right in front of this group. Catching up, sitting 5th. Bringing the Stranded Motorsports cars and a Nat 20 up to the front. A Nat 20 is plus 7 positions since where he started.
They're all starting to fan out now.
Mm-hmm.
Finding their own little groove here.
Yep. Peyton Larson's getting ready to start working on the 66 of Game Nerd here. He's to start working on him here. And Nat 20 catching up to these two. Game Nerd's going to go way wide. He's going to almost fall into the clutches of Peyton Larson. He's coming. Oh, there they go. Mike Senior going through the bus stop. A lot of heavy damage on the front end of that race car. Emily Van Hevey right behind him. A little loose there going through the grass. Nat 20's almost to the back of the 98. Looking for 6th. Or 7th, rather. Anthony Trippy has kind of separated himself from that little group back there. He's trying to run down the two in front of him. And really set the car in there and really use up them rumble strips. Try to get this car going, get the RPMs up, keep them up. He's on a mission to hunt down these front two.
Nat 20 really working on the 98 of Taylor going sliding here.
We're really going to have a battle for this lead here pretty soon because Casey is to the back bumper of Goose. 13 going to push a little wide, snip the wall just a little bit with the side of the car.
Nat 20 is going to catch Taylor Gunn sliding. He's to the inside going into turn 1.
There's Goose. Keeping about a car and a half length back to his teammate in the 5. Really good knife for Hurlbutt Motorsports. They've come along here at the end of the season. Really moving towards the front. There's Game Nerd. Still battling with Peyton Larson and Scorpius. Peyton Larson's going to get by him. Little contact. Still, Game Nerd needs to stay right where he's at. Get as much points as he can. Finish inside the top 8. Get some stage points. There goes 22 of the inside of him. Little tap. Little love tap. There's nothing wrong with that. Here comes the Nat 20. And the 98 following suit. Casey still hasn't got up to Goose yet.
I think they're playing a little bit of a game of cat and mouse.
I think they are. It seems Casey's a little bit better in the front half of the track. Here comes Casey.
Here he comes.
To the inside of the 78. 13's way wide. 5's he's gonna duck in right behind him. Keep the draft. Get ready. Maybe try to make that same move going into the bus stop.
That'd be a very smart move if he could pull that off.
Yep. But if they keep playing for too long, that 13's gonna catch him. Because he's really getting close. Really starting to run down these two up front. Here he comes. Okay, he couldn't quite get to him. The 13, though, man. He's using up that.
13 flew through the bus stop.
Dude, he is using up that curb getting in there. They're going to need a new curb before tomorrow night. Look at him
Just
go.
like that Indy Roval curb.
Tell you what, if they get side by side going into a turn, that 13's there. He's there. He is so there. We're going to have a 3-car battle here for the end of the stage.
All over the 5's rear view. And look how much Casey's lost time to Goose for that 13 of acceptance to get behind him.
Stage 1's over. That's the end of stage 1.
Wow. He made a late race.
78-5.
Comeback.
Third. Top 5, 78, 5, 13, 54, and 66.
Wow. Game Nerd. Getting that top 5.
Yeah, that was awesome. That 13, he's got a hot rod.
He does. It comes in at the late end of their stage, but it's there.
He's got a hot rod.
I'm thinking a couple minor tweaks to the 13, and he's gonna be on a roll here.
Well, he did hit the wall. He said he did smoke the wall in turn 12. Oh, we'll see how that goes. Are you ready for Talladega next week?
I'm pumped for Talladega.
Here we go.
I'm pumped for tomorrow night, seeing these guys out here.
578, 1354. All right, here we go.
66-20.
Here we go. We're going to see how they do this time. 5's going to really get the advantage. The 20's going to send it in. On the inside of the 66.
They all stay straight.
They all
Turn
stay
1 is a
straight.
success.
Dude, that 66, though, he is struggling to stay. We lost the
He is
5.
quick.
Where did the 5 go? Oh, the 5's leading. Just kidding. William Moore getting ready to start working on everyone else in the front of him. Oh, the 11's around. Gets into the 89. 89. Or 11 is around. No caution. Still green.
Yep,
Got
no
into the
caution.
89. 22 on the inside of the 89. Oh, contact into the wall. And the 89 and the 22. 98 looking upfield in front of the 20, trying to keep him behind him this time around. Getting up to that 66. There's Sam Haskey. Got it spun back around. Minor damage to that Fatal Motorsports hot rod. Looking good. Front top 4. 5, 78, 13, 54, and 66.
Riding around with Peyton Larson. He's got a run coming on the 13th.
Mike Senior. Just hanging on the back of this pack. Emily Van Hevey also doing the same thing as a Nat 20. Getting a little in the grass there, slowing himself down. But that 66 is falling in the clutches of the 98. I don't know if he's going to be able to keep him behind him. We're going to find out, though. Everyone gets better quarter entry than the 66. That 66, I think it's a little bit better up off the corner, even though he's in a preset. 98, looking on the inside. 20 going to have a big run. Is it 20 going to try to make a move going into the first turn, or is it just going to sit back and let them do their thing? 98 looking on the inside, not going to quite get there. But it's going to fall into the clutches of the 20. It makes another Bosch attempt to pass the 66. Going to back up, try her again. 13 looking at the back bumper, that's 78. While the 5 is just pulling away.
Do you think the 13 is going to catch him?
Well, 13, if it has a bus stop like it did the last lap, it will. Because look at that, he just bus stop. He's probably he's the fastest car through the bus stop right now. There's nothing anybody can say against that. He is the fastest through the bus stop. He's really good about letting that car eat as it goes into the corner, then really getting back up on it. That's a beautiful job by that 13. 13's around.
13's around.
Right in front of Peyton Larson. Peyton Larson does miss him, but he's going to lose a lot of spots.
That's 3 he just lost.
That's 3 spots for the 13. That's only going to make him mad. 54 moves up into 3rd place.
As the 98 and the 20 are still trying to fight for position. As the 13's going around, Taylor going sliding. The 13's trying to make that ground back.
He is running right now. He's going to be driving with a vengeance. He's going to get up to this 20.
I think he's going to make the pass in the carousel.
Yeah, it's possible. Oh, the 20!
Oh,
into
20.
the wall! Slides up the track. Well, you were right. He was going to make the pass in the carousel, and he did it.
Wasn't probably the way he wanted to do it, but hey, he'll probably take that.
Oh, he'll take that any day of the week. Anytime you get a free pass, you'll take it. Especially in the playoffs, as he pushes really wide. Don't know if he got any damage on that car or not. 98 into the wall.
I'm not seeing any.
20
I don't see any damage.
20 and the 98 are still side by side behind him for 6th. You know, Game Nerd is kind of just running his own race and sitting right where he needs to be, and he's sitting in 4th. He's chilling in 4th place, not a care in the world.
He's just making laps. He's trying to get that progression in for next season.
Look at that 78. He's still in position with the 5. You know, Casey, someone who made it in on a waiver into the playoffs. You know, he got that waiver based off his win at Bristol 1 week ago, and he's looking to make it 2 in a row, trying to win this stage and close it out. But the 78, I think, is a little bit better on the long run than the 5.
I do think when it comes to like the last 2 laps of the 2nd stage, Goose's car is going to come to life.
Look at the run he got off the final turn there. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
But he just closed the 3 car lengths in one straightaway.
Maybe it's now that the car's coming to life because he's just gaining on him.
Yeah, but I think he's better towards the last quarter to about the bus stop. I thought he got loose there, but he's managing to hang on. Watch him really close in during the bus stop here. Oh,
Oh, they're getting
contact!
into each other.
Contact 78 through the grass. That's going to open it back, the door back up for Casey to run away a little bit more. That 78 will track him back down again. 54 Peyton Larson. Kind of going away. You know who's coming back into that frame? 13 of Anthony Trippy.
Heck yeah.
He's coming back in on that 66.
His car has been super fast too on the long runs. I'm anxious to see how well he's going to do at the end, towards the end of the stage. And see if he can make up the ground he lost from spinning out in the exit of the final corner.
Yeah, because that 78 catch back up to the 5.
That's the real question right now.
66 just gave the corner to the 13. No point in racing him. 13's definitely faster than him. Veteran move by the 66. Get what you can get this week and hope for the best next two.
Yep.
Veteran move sitting 5th for the 66.
Now, if you're Goose at this point, what do? You follow his line, study his moves, and then see where you're at when you get to his bumper?
Yep. Excuse me there. They are going to come up a lot of traffic. I don't know if it's going to be a factor or not.
It might be a factor depending on where and when they have to pass him.
5 got a good exit that time, but so did the 78. He keeps catching him ever so slightly. I think both get a good turn down in here. Casey really getting close to that grass, literally letting the car eat. Goose a little bit faster on exit. Look at him go. That's the 7 or the 11 of Sam Haskew that they're going to catch probably here during the carousel or right after it. Oh, Sam going through the grass. Casey going through the grass. Here comes Goose. Goose to the outside.
In the carousel. Goose gonna give it to Casey for the time being. No point in making a risky move.
Sam Haskew does not know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they're gonna do. Casey's car's really starting to get to him.
I have noticed that Casey's car is getting more and more loose as this race is going on.
66 into the wall again. 11.
They're passing Sam now.
Yep.
Sam gonna duck in behind Casey though. Is it gonna affect Goose?
Goose, 11's gonna let him go.
But look at the run Goose just got.
Oh, Goose to the inside, going into the bus stop.
They're gonna be side by side.
Casey's gonna let him go.
Casey's gonna, yep, that's a smart move.
Oh, here comes Casey though, coming back.
He's gonna go wide and try to swing low.
No, he's not gonna be able to swing that low on him. But there they go.
And here comes Acceptness.
I think this is the final lap of the stage.
Goose got him on the final lap.
I think this is it. Goose got him. Final lap.
Wow.
Wow. Goose.
Last lap pass.
You know who fought his way back to third again?
Anthony Trippy.
The 13.
Wow.
78, 5, 13, 66, 98 is your top 5. Is Game Nerd really gonna just sit here and not run a custom setup and finish 4th?
If he does do that.
He's gonna get an interview.
Yeah.
I don't care if he's not in the top.
As difficult as that may sound for the people who are watching, it is extremely difficult to run a slider when everybody else is on a custom setup.
You know who's our leader right now? Peyton Larson goes for the big run. Casey! Big run to the inside.
Down.
Big contact.
Anthony Trippy.
Big contact.
13 and acceptance.
54.
He's going to take over second.
54 and 78. Big contact. 13 all over the back of that 5. Can Anthony Trippy take it?
They're beating and banging all over the track, but the 13 spun out, went to 6th, comes back to 3rd to finish the stage, and now he's battling for the lead.
Inside, past him!
Passes Casey! Gets
got
bumped
away!
into the grass. Can he hang on to this bottom here, though, going to the carousel?
He's gonna try. He's gonna try. He's not gonna be able to. Casey's gonna clear him.
Oh, wow.
That was awesome, though. That was awesome. Goes to the inside, bump Casey! Sets him off on track!
Can a 13 go underneath them and get it?
13 gonna power back on the outside. 13-5. Side by side, touching again. Lots of contact. 13's gonna lead this lap. Now
13 leads lap 1 at stage 3. They're 3 wide going into turn 1.
13 sends it in a little hot. He's alright. He's alright. He's alright. He's alright.
Down in the front.
And he's a leader. 13, 78, 5. 54, 98, 66, 20.
13 wants this
47 passing the 20. 13 leading the race going into the bus stop. How is he? The 20 way low.
Is he shaking right now?
I don't know.
I know if I was him, I sure as heck would be.
13 through the grass again. I don't know if he's just trying to get his line back and the cars maybe got a little damage from the beating and banging. He's going to have to try to figure it out. Right now
he's out this lap.
He's leading the race.
Pulling away from Goose, which we have not seen.
No, we have not seen somebody pull away from Goose other than his teammate in the 5. 13 said he hit the curb. Might be a little cosmetic damage. Nothing major on the car. 78's running him back down. I think it might be a little bit of performance issue in that car right now with 13.
Right now, if I'm the 13, I'm hitting my marks almost perfect.
Well, so is the one behind you.
Yeah, so is the one behind you.
So is the one behind you, man. He's running him down. The Casey's just lurking. A little in the grass there, but he's alright. The 13's better through the bus stop than Goose. If he can just keep her on the track. But great bus stop by the 13. He's going to continue.
He flew through the bus stop.
He flew through the bus stop, but he's going to be flying down this stretch right now. I don't even know what to say. This is awesome. 13 way wide. 78's going to run him down a few car lengths here. If the 13 can get up off the throttle, just kiss the wall a little bit.
Oh, 3-car wreck. 98, 22, and 11. We stay green.
Still green. Anthony Trippy, here comes Goose again. Oh, big through the grass there. Anthony's going to give way to the 13 or the 98 or 78 in the 5 because he knew he cut it, so he's going to penalize himself. Veteran move. Good job by the 13 to recognize that he made a mistake. He's going to back off. He's going to let them both have. He's going to go back and pass them again. Great job by Anthony Trippy.
Smart move.
Mm-hmm. You know, if you do something like that, and the officials are less likely to give you a penalty at the end of the race here. Because remember, the
As
penalty for
long
the
as you're honest and you know what you did wrong and you serve the penalty within that 5-second period, guaranteed no penalty will be given after the race.
no, and that's just Anthony Trippy's come a long way since when he started years ago racing with me, and he's really calmed down a good bit. So props to him, and really calming down here, sitting third, trying to run these two back down and pass him again. Peyton Larson, someone who has. Goose running the way, won both stages, started second on the right. You know, 13 is the fastest on the end of these runs. They are going to have to pit, I believe, one time this stage. So they're only running about 4 laps less than the Cup guys. So there's a 66 a game nerd. Part of the somebody hard into the wall. That's the 98 head into the wall. Remnants of Carl Edwards here. Years ago, where he lost brakes going into the first turn. Heavy damage on that 98.
Oh no! Anthony Trippy got really loose.
He's all right. He's still within winning distance.
I think the pit window is going to open for these guys about 6 to go.
Yeah. Anthony Trippy's talking about flipping his setup to the end because he's faster on the end. If he can make it uncomfortable to start with, but make it really fast when the two in front of him are messing up, that's something he's talking about right now.
Very smart.
A little faster the chicane there. Drop 2 off in the green. Really just trying to track down the two in front of him. He's catching Casey a little bit. He's so fast towards the end of this run. There's Goose. Casey's starting to really reel him in a little bit. See if he can get close to him.
Yep, piece by piece he's reeling him in.
Here's Game Nerd. Furthest back we've seen him all night. Starting to fall in the clutches of the 39. William Moore trying to track down the 66 Game Nerd. 89 following suit. Marty Party. Someone who's my pick to kind of maybe make a surprise championship run here. Not having a half bad night for himself. Oh, through the grass a good bit there. Is he going to be alright? No penalty awarded. 98 with some heavy damage to the front end of that car. Heavy through the grass. Can't really control it. Oh, Sam Haskew really got loose there and just sent it through the grass. He's okay. Trump train around exit of pit road. Car around, he's in a lap down. Oh, that's heartbreak. That's heartbreak for the 47. Going a lap down now to the 20. 22 right behind him. Heartbreak for Jacob Van Hevey. Peyton Larson trying to track down everybody in front of him. Sitting fourth right now. Good night for him. He's been very quiet in that 54 machine. Scorpius
Have you heard him at all in Discord?
Not really. It's been a very quiet night for him. He's been struggling. Mike Sr. The 90 of Emily Van Hevey's on pit road. There's a 20 of a Nat 20. He's coming back from he's having a hard fought night, getting this car back up towards the front for D4C. Trying to cement his playoff hopes and ambitions here tonight. Speaking of people trying to cement their hopes, here comes the 13, has caught the front two yet again for the third time this race. He is within striking distance of the top two.
With pit road in the distance.
Pit road is in the distance, it's very looming. But the longer they stay out, I don't know if it's going to help his car here. Here comes to the bus stop, so quick to the bus stop. Use some grass, that's alright. He kept at least 78's going to come. 5 and the 78 are both coming in this time. Is the 13 going to follow suit? Or is he going to stay out? Chatter here on the radio. Can the 13 stay out another lap? Or is he going to come in? Oh, got to the 5.
All three are coming to pit road. All three leaders. Goose, Casey, Acceptness, Nat 20, and the 66.
We're going to find out the 5 got a penalty with a little... Five? Alright, good. No penalty on the 5. Everyone got down to pit road just fine.
Yeah,
so we're gonna...
very smooth.
Is no tires a strat here?
I would put 4 on.
5's out already, 78's out, 13. Oh my god.
13 came out before Goose. They're battling on exit.
Oh my god.
Wow, what a race we're having tonight.
What a race between these three. They're still all over the place, letting the 5 run away. It's not good if either one of them want to try to catch this 5 and try to win. The 13's
going to try it. He's quicker through the bus stop.
Oh, he sends her in, drives the back bumper, trying to get a move done on him.
Pushing him up the track.
Oh my god. Look at Anthony Trippy go. He clears him. Nope, not yet. Still fighting back on the inside is Casey, and the 5 clears him.
Wow.
Oh my god.
You couldn't have picked a better spot to make a pass.
No. That's where he needs to make these passes. Here comes 5 on the inside of the 13. Gonna knock him up the track. Contact with...
so does Goose. They both push him up the track.
This is gonna get dicey between these three.
Yeah.
Oh, contact between teammates in the 13.
13 back to the inside of the 5. He's going to let them go. Laps winding down. He's going to try to pass him again. Through the bus stop.
They're coming to 7 laps to go. You got these three battling. Goose is back up to the front, 5, and back up to 13, back to the 5. The 5 and the 13 seem to be always around each other this race, and to have a lot of contact between the two of them.
Let's see how turn 1 plays out.
Mm-hmm. All three swing it wide.
$13, big run coming up on the 5.
Mm-hmm. If he can swing to the inside, swing, swing, swing. Here he goes. Oh, he's not going to send it that hard this time. Oh, that time he will.
Oh, that time he got in there too hot.
Yeah, I think the 5 kind of shut the door on him at the last second, and he had to avoid, which, you know, that's the right thing to do, is to avoid. They're coming up on their team owner, Mike Sr. of Robot Motorsports. Mike needs to get up out of the way here, let these guys battle. She's going to do just like that.
Wide.
Here they come. Coming to 5.
5 to go.
Maybe this is 6. I don't know. It's somewhere in that time frame. We'll say 5 for now.
I like that idea. It feels like they're battling for lap 5.
Listen, they'll let us know when it's time.
Yeah, they will.
There you go. 13 looking on the inside of the 5, trying to push him down down to the bus stop. Gonna swing inside this time. Can he make the pass? Nope.
He lifts. He's staying patient.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I think there's the bumper right there to push him out.
It's gonna be a boot scooting bookie.
Not enough.
13 gonna stay inside of the 5 this time. The 5's gonna still clear him. It's gonna be boot scooting boogie from the 5 to the 78, and it's gonna slow them both down. 13's gonna pass him.
Yep. That's what I was gonna pick.
Yeah, that's my guess here. Because oh, he's trying to get the
blocked him.
He's trying to get him going, man. He cannot find a way around this 5 or this 78 here. 4 to go. His best bet's to back off, let the cart, and just stay right with them as he goes way wide, trying to get a run.
I think he's settling back to make a quick lap, come up.
We know he's faster in the bus stop, so he'll be back to the bumper of this 5 probably by the end. He might be trying to let the 5 make the move on the 78 first. That's what I'd be telling my driver right now. Here comes this 13. Gonna drive up to the bumper. Not quite the bumper this time around, but he's gonna get real close.
He's gonna go wide and come back down.
Caution is out!
Caution! That changes everything.
We're gonna come to a green, white, checkered. Here, one away to start the playoffs. The 78 to 5 and the 13. What do you do? What do you do?
I'm not pitting. I'm not. I might take a splash of fuel, but I'm not pitting. Because at a road course, used tires is better than fresh tires.
I don't know about that, because they're coming towards the end of this run. If we have a few green, white checkers, you might not have enough fuel.
Yeah.
You pit for 4 tires and a half can just to kind of give you a little bit extra in case you do. Or do you risk it for the biscuit? Well, that answers that question. They risk it for the biscuit. 78, 5, 13, 54, 22, and 20. Here they go.
Green's out.
Green's out, coming in. 13's going to dive it on the inside. Get to the back
Pushes
bumper.
The
5's around.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Casey around. The 13's back now to 5th. Goose is out front. 22's in the wall.
98's in the wall. A whole slew of cars in the wall. 98's around. You know who has a shot to win this race right now? The 20.
Of Nat 20.
Yep. I don't know if he can make a run at Goose. I don't know if he can make a run at Goose. We're going to find out here. Oh, he's going to really send it in, try to get as much as he can get. White flag going to be displayed this time by. Here they go. I don't think he's going to have enough to get to Goose. I think this is Goose's way to punch his ticket to the round of 8. Braking. Good job by the 20. You know, maybe if he had the car of the 13 and the bus stop, he might get there. But I think this is going to be a day we get to release the geese for Goose.
Yep.
He's going to run away with it. Yep. I think this is Goose's race as long as he does not mess up the bus stop here. I think this is Goose's day.
Is that Game Nerd in 3rd?
20? Oh my God! Look at the run the 20 got.
What?
He cut it hard, but we're gonna find out here. I think he cut it too hard and messed his entry to the carousel up. I think that is it. I think that did it. Goose is gonna win it. You know, he's got to make it through two more corners. 20's going to send it as hard as he can to get there. But it's not going to be enough. He's going to push way wide there, cut through the grass. Goose, final corner for the final time here at the Glen. He's going to win at Watkins Glen. Goose.
And the 13's going to finish 3rd.
13 came back for 3rd.
I think the quickest car all night was a 13.
Wow. 13, 20, 78. We're getting the top 3 in here for interviews to see what the fastest lap in the... Definitely the we're gonna get the top 3 in here. We're gonna ask him about the end of that finish, and just so we know that restart is under review. Finishing results are under review, barring so fastest lap of the race goes to. Except this is the 1:07.4.
Wow.
Wow. What a night. What a night. What a night. We're going to make sure the top 3 have invites to get in here. I am on a blue screen, so you have to give me 1 second before you start talking, Alex. Acceptance is in. Anthony Trippy. Alright, there's Goose. We are waiting on one more. When we get a Nat 20 in here, we will talk to him. We're going to go ahead and start with Anthony Trippy. So, Stranded, you know, you had a car to beat the last few laps of the run. What happened on that final restart there at the end of the race?
No words. No words. I mean, you would expect everybody to pit for the full fresh seas. Basically, I drove it in, and his car like dead stopped in front of me as if he got a coast penalty or something. So I don't know what happened. All I know is next thing I knew is I was back in 5th and had to drive basically around 2 people to get up to the top of it.
Well, you definitely had a car that was able to run with the best of the night. You were chasing Goose and Casey down all night long. You know, we are going to look at that a little bit more just to make sure that there was nothing, no funny business going on, talk to everybody, make sure there's no issues with that ends. But with that being said, you know, you did fantastic job. You drove up to the front, had the fastest lap of the night. The great points night for you. You don't win the race, but you definitely are a winner of the points battle moving forward. So great job on your finish tonight, and we'll talk to you later, buddy.
I got one last thing to do, real quick. I don't know if you can hear this, but I hope they can.
Through the controller. Classic Anthony Trippy. Good luck at Talladega next week, buddy. We'll see you tomorrow night for the Cup race. You can stream for us.
No problem, man.
Moving on to our second place finisher. Second place is becoming a common theme for this driver. A Nat 20. Buddy.
I'm really lucky this time.
You walked into it, you earned it. You started dead last in the field.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
I put in, a little bit of practice yesterday with my setup, and then good old heat screwed me in qualifying. I was looking, this doesn't feel right. Went to double check, and it got corrupted and deleted.
Finish it, my Bronco. Finish it.
I dug a hole to start in, but considering where I started, I'll definitely take it.
Yeah, it's a good points night for you. You'll figure it out here at the end of the season. You know, I know you got some contract offers for a Cup ride next year, and I know you're looking over them gracefully and trying to see where everything goes with that.
Taking my time.
Exactly, man. I don't blame you. Finish out the current season. Don't look forward. Take it one race at a time.
Yeah, and honestly, coming in here, I wasn't expecting too much. Like, I really love this track, but with the customs and a new series, no telling. I just really wanted to make sure I kept my hands clean and didn't get into any problems this week. I think that'll pay dividends in the end. You know, considering what I had happen with Goose last week, I'm really glad I was kind of battling him. I couldn't quite get to him. He was just too dang fast. Good thing he won this week. Hopefully he feels good about that. Congrats to him. And look forward to Dega. It's going to be fun next week. I'm just looking at some good times next week.
Yep, it's going to be a good...
top one working.
Yeah, definitely. It'll work if everyone puts it there.
I'll push whoever. I'm not really that good of a lead car.
Yeah.
But overall, it was a fun night. You know, I think some of the guys in the back might have something to say because of what happened in turn 1 there.
Well, it's turn 1 in that final restart's it's going to be looked at by the officials. The final results are not final at this time until we talk to all the parties about everything and we work it out what actually happened. But other than that, you know, man, congratulations on your second place here tonight. Definitely deserved it after what you had to do to put that car on the podium tonight.
Thanks, bro.
Absolutely
good.
Journey. Yeah, right. It was a journey. What?
Love getting to talk to you here in the booth.
Oh, dude, I always love talking to you. You're always one of those good interviews that you just don't care. You know, you're respectful, but you just don't care, and you just throw it all out there for everybody to hear. I love it.
I'm glad you see it that way. That's how I try to be. That means a lot.
Dude, absolutely. You know, it's good. It's like I said, it's always fun talking to you. I enjoy talking to everybody on Tuesday night, and I get to enjoy battling them on Wednesday night. So, best of luck to you next week at Talladega. I know that's going to be another slobber knocker of a race. So, good luck, buddy. We'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
And moving on to our race winner, started on the pole, or started second, won both stages up into this point, swept the night for playoff points. We're talking to probably one of my favorite guys to talk to, Goose.
Yo.
So, buddy, what's going on? You're in the round of 8 already.
I am.
How's that feel?
Yeah, when you're in, buddy, you win your advance, man. That's it.
Cool beans.
Yeah, dude. You know, you're really making a name for yourself over here. You know So go ahead and talk us through that final restart for you.
I was hoping not, because I think I was close to clear sailing. I don't know. Casey has a faster car than me. But his teammates, we've been practicing for that track for a while. So we did, we did more practice. I almost didn't want to race the race because I was like, we got to do this again. But no, all kudos to Casey. Thank you for all the run time and all the clean driving. It was fun racing him in this race. We got into each other a couple times there. We were like, whoa. But it was fun. Congratulations to Nat on 2 and acceptance on 3. I didn't see what was going on behind me there, so I can't comment on anything. Definitely want to go watch the stream because I know you put out some entertaining stuff. On a side note, Nat, to answer your text, I don't think we have any issues at all. Let's go racing.
See,
That's it.
you two are my poster children right now, just for that statement. You want to know why?
Why?
Because you two figured it out before it became my issue. Before I had to sit down and be like, listen, you two, knock your heads together, figure it out.
Well, I understand what happened, and it's racing. If you watch live real racing, it happens.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really race a lot of races. So I don't, I'm here to have fun. I'm here to make friends, have fun, and the only issue is sometimes you put in so much time and work in a track, and then you get wrecked. Like Casey right now, I know he's like, why do I even race? Because we have put so much work into, because we had to learn custom setups. We had no idea, So we did a lot of research, a lot of reading, watched a lot of videos, and then no matter of fact, just before the race, I posted if I can give my YouTube channel a plug, is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I just before the race, I posted my setup and the way I run the track and stuff. I tried to post it at the last minute so that nobody in the race would actually go look at it. But if they were subscribers, then they would have had a chance to go.
Yeah. Normally, I post a tips and tricks video, but the past few weeks have been very challenging on me. I've been doing a lot of things and trying to get a lot of things squared away for the upcoming game. And I was in Michigan on weekend seeing Alex, Emily, and Steve, and Jacob Van Hevey, and
shots fired.
Yeah. And I was doing a lot this weekend. I wasn't home. I left Friday night right after work, and I got home about 7 o'clock, 7:30 on Sunday night. So I didn't really have a chance to really make a tips and tricks video this week for this. And normally I post like a general setup to help everybody learn. And I didn't get a chance to this week. So there will be a one up for Road America for you guys. So you guys will learn that. But other than that, man, congratulations on your win tonight. You're on to the round of 8. Those 7 playoff points will definitely help you in the next round. Manny, you got anything else left to say? Are you good to go, man? You can go party it up.
I'm going to go watch the stream because I enjoy that more than racing sometimes.
That's how I am. Like I was telling like a Nat 20, man, I enjoy the Tuesday night, calling the race, talking to you guys, and I enjoy battling it out Wednesday night with the Cup guys. So I definitely enjoy it. That's all I got for tonight. I'm going to end the stream here because I got to go run and do something real quick. But other than that, for everyone here at the WRL, I want to say thank you. Congratulations to our winner, Goose. I forgot to switch off in Nat 20's car. We'll flip over to you real quick just so they can see the winning car for the night.
Great job, Goose.
Hey, buddy. Great job.
Thanks, boss.
There it is. There's the winning car for the night, the 78 of Hurlbut Motorsports for Mike Sr. Other than that, for everyone here at the WRL, have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow for the Glen, for the Cup Series, opening round of the 12.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate